Welcome to Hockey Whiz Talks podcast. In this podcast, I'll be doing a ranking of the top 50 centers in the NHL. In this podcast, I'll be talking about the top 50 centers in the NHL heading into the 2024-25 season. The top 10. Number 1, Connor McDavid. Number 2, Nathan MacKinnon. Number 3, Sidney Crosby. Number 4, Alexander Barkov. Number 5, Austin Matthews. Number 6, Leon Draisaitl. Number 7, Braden Point. Number 8, Jack Hughes. Number 9, Elias Pettersson. Number 10, JT Miller. Connor McDavid and Nathan MacKinnon are the number 1 and 2 ranked centers in the NHL respectively, and it shouldn't be a debate anymore. They are head and shoulders above the rest of the centers in the league. Many might consider either Austin Matthews, Alexander Barkov, or Leon Draisaitl to be the third best center in the league. But for me personally, I think Sidney Crosby is still the third best center in the league. He just does things that the others have not done. And at 37 years of age, he is still asked to carry some subpar teammates. I would put Alexander Barkov next because of what he has done the past 2 seasons, including leading the Florida Panthers to the Stanley Cup this past spring. I put Austin Matthews ahead of Leon Draisaitl because he is a slightly better goal scorer than Draisaitl and has been in the MVP conversation for the past 2 seasons. It might be a shock to see Braden Point at 7, but when you look at the impact that Point has on the Lightning and his impact on both sides of the puck, you have to put him over players like Jack Hughes and Elias Pettersson. I have Jack Hughes at 8, just ahead of Elias Pettersson, because he has higher potential than Pettersson, and he is asked to do more on the New Jersey Devils. Rounding out the top 10 is Elias Pettersson's Vancouver Canucks teammate JT Miller, who is the Swiss Army knife for the Canucks, and has become arguably the most consistent player on the Canucks. And now a word from our sponsor. Check out my scouting blog at hockeywiz777scouting.com. Listen to my scouting blog podcast on podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/hockeywiz777scouting. 11 through 25. Number 11, Sebastian Aho. Number 12, Jack Eichel. Number 13, Dylan Larkin. Number 14, Rope Hintz. Number 15, Mika Zibanejad. Number 16, Tim Stützle. Number 17, Robert Thomas. Number 18, Connor Bedard. Number 19, Nico Hischier. Number 20, Anze Kopitar. Number 21, John Tavares. Number 22, Nick Suzuki. Number 23, Bo Horvat. Number 24, Mark Scheifele. Number 25, Tage Thompson. Sebastian Aho has a case to be in the top 10, and while he is a solid center, he's not a superstar, therefore he misses out on the top 10. Jack Eichel is another player who could be in the top 10, but I have him behind Sebastian Aho because Eichel is not nearly as consistent as Aho, and he doesn't play in all situations. It might come as a shock to see Dylan Larkin ranked ahead of players after him, but when you look at the fact that the Red Wings fell off a cliff without Larkin in the lineup, it's impossible to ignore how important he is to the team and how excellent he has been. One of the more underrated players in the league, Rope Hintz, never really gets enough credit because he plays alongside Jason Robertson in Dallas. But it can also be said that Jason Robertson benefits from playing alongside the speedy Rope Hintz as well. Mika Zibanejad might have had a down year last season, but he is nonetheless still one of the best centers in the league. The next 3 players on this list, Tim Stützle, Robert Thomas, and Connor Bedard, are rising stars in the league, and in the case of Connor Bedard, is a rising superstar in the league. Nico Hischier has been one of the most disrespected players, but he does everything you would want in the center. Anze Kopitar and John Tavares are both reliable veteran centers, despite getting up there in age. Nick Suzuki, Mark Scheifele, and Tage Thompson round out the top 25. 26 to 40. Number 26, Wyatt Johnston. Number 27, Vincent Trocheck. Number 28, Brock Nelson. Number 29, Evgeny Malkin. Number 30, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Number 31, Joel Eriksson Ek. Number 32, Thomas Hertl. Number 33, Elias Lindholm. Number 34, Matty Beniers. Number 35, Chandler Stevenson. Number 36, William Karlsson. Number 37, Martin Necas. Number 38, Sean Couturier. Number 39, Dylan Strome. Number 40, Mason McTavish. Wyatt Johnston and Vincent Trocheck both had excellent seasons last year, rocketing up the rankings, while Evgeny Malkin found himself outside the top 25. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is still listed as a center, while he plays on the wing 5-on-5, and is a valuable piece on the PK. Joel Eriksson-Ek is low-key Minnesota's most consistent player on a nightly basis, on both sides of the puck, and can be relied upon in all situations. Thomas Hertl and Elias Lindholm both had down years last season, but they should have a bounce-back year with the talent surrounding him. Matty Beniers is going to be the number 1 center for the Seattle Kraken moving forward, and he should be considered one of their core players. Chandler Stevenson and William Karlsson are both great two-way players and can play in all situations and complement any type of player in the lineup. Martin Necas, Sean Couturier, Dylan Strome, and Mason McTavish round out the top 40. Check out my hockey blog at hockeywiztalkshockey.blogspot.com. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at hockeywiz777. 41 to 50. Number 41, Pavel Zacha. Number 42, Yegor Sharangovich. Number 43, Philip Deneau. Number 44, Brayden Schenn. Number 45, Josh Norris. Number 46, Sam Bennett. Number 47, Trevor Zegras. Number 48, Mikhail Backlund. Number 49, Dylan Cousins. Number 50, Anthony Cirelli. In my next podcast, I'll be talking about the top 20 left wingers in the NHL heading into the 24-25 season.